Hello Libra, this is Kathy from Divine Debut. This is your August 2017 love reading, and we are in the month of eclipses. August has 2 eclipses, on the 7th of August and on the 21st. Oops, okay, that's what the eclipses do. They bring in the tower energy. So something sudden, quick, something is going to shift because the tower is a shift. It's a major shift in circumstances in relation to your love life, because that's what we're looking at. Okay, dear universe, spirit guides and angels, what is the news for dear Libra for the month of August? What is Jupiter bringing in for them? For August, please, universe. Okay, Libra. Okay, we've got the 9 of Cups. That is a wish card, more than likely. So, be careful what you wish for, they say. Sometimes it comes true. Okay, Knight of Rods. This is the now position. Okay, so this is a fire sign energy. Sagittarius. This is the card of Sagittarius. Or it could be a Leo, or it could be a Aries. Okay, in your lives. Now, your challenge card is the 4 of Cups. In the distant past, we've got the Fool card. In the recent past, we have the 6 of Swords. Crowning your reading is the Page of Swords. In the near future, we have the High Priestess, and she has shown up already. This is the 3rd reading I'm doing, and I think it's the 3rd time that she's shown up. So she's very prominent for August. Now you have the Hanged Man. I hate this card. The Hanged Man is in the advice position, how people see you. In the environment position, we have the World card. You're probably loving the World card there. In the hopes and fears, we have the card of the Sun. And in the outcome position, we've got the Page of Cups. Let me take 2 more cards as more clarity for the Page of Cups. So we've got the Ace of Rods. I'm using the Morgan-Greer Tarot for this month. And we've got the 9 of Rods as well. But you can't see it. There we go. It's a little bit better. Okay, dear Libra. Now, beneath the 9 of Cups is the Queen of Rods. Okay, so that's a fire sign again. Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Okay. So, I believe that you guys are dealing with more than likely could be a Sagittarius, because we've got the Knight of Rods here. Sagittarius is beautiful. Sagittarius rules the 9th house. The 9th house is all about foreigners. It's all about higher learning, higher education, your higher mind, I wanted to say. Spirituality as well. As I said, foreign people, foreigners, foreign countries. Okay, and this Knight of Rods could be literal movement, and fast-paced energy, okay? Now the challenge is the Four of Cups. So there's been an offer here. The challenge is either the offer has not come in, or the offer has come in and it's not what you expected. That's what I feel here. Now, maybe there has been an offer for someone to move. It could be that, because we've got the World card in the environment position, it could be that your love interest is at a distance, because we've got the World card here. And that could mean travel, you know. It's a major arcana card, so it does speak of, you know, going through the cycle of learning the lessons of life. Because in the distant past, you've got the Fool card, and that is a new spiritual journey, but that you have begun already in the distant past. Okay, so you've taken a leap of faith. Some of you may have literally moved, or metaphorically, right? Maybe because swords are all about our intellect, our intuition, what we perceive, you know. So maybe your perception is that it is necessary for you to move, to be closer to your partner. And I did say I believe that this is your partner. Even though we've got, you know, a knight here, we did have the Queen of Rods here, right? And then beneath that is the King of Rods. So when I have King and Queen together, it says that it's a spiritual bond. So it doesn't matter that it shows your partner. It shows, you know, both signs are fire signs. It does not matter. It's the way that the archetype is. It's what energies are coming forth. Okay, so you may be reacting in a fiery, passionate way, taking on the energies of a fire sign. But I believe that this is your partner here, the Knight of Rods. Okay, and maybe they do a lot of moving. You know, they could be traveling for work. That could be the case. Or that there has been a necessity for them to move, and it could be in relation to anything, for work or anything that is necessary, okay? Something that is going to bring in happiness, okay? Because the Nine of Cups is a wish coming true. Now, it could be in relation to business, as I said, because wands are all about, you know, our career path, what we do to bring in our bread and butter, right? Now, your crowning card is the Page of Swords. Yes, the Page of Swords, and this is your energy. The Swords energy is all about speaking about what's on our mind, speaking our truth. You know, not holding back, and just sharing what you perceive and what you feel. The situation is all about. You are coming from your truth. You are standing up for what you believe in, okay? And also the Page of Swords is also the card of learning. It's the card of the student. This is a student. And as I said, Sagittarius deals with higher learning, higher education, philosophy, okay? So, also the ninth house, right, which is the card of the house of Sagittarius, is all about spirituality as well. So, again, strong spiritual bond here. Also, we've got the High Priestess here in the near future, right? So the High Priestess is all about spirituality. She's all about intuition, all about having the secrets and not letting the world know, keeping things hidden, not letting on to what knowledge she has, not until she deems that it is the right time to enlighten, you know. So the High Priestess also says, you know, that you need to listen to what you are told, whether it's in your dreams, whether it's you know, during these eclipses, because she's all about the moon. Okay, the moon is what is hidden. It's what is beneath the surface, what our fears are all about. So maybe there is a fear of information coming, you know, getting out to the wrong hands. That could be something that I believe could be in the midst here. So some sort of information where there is a fear that it's going to be found out. So maybe you are holding something away from the world, not letting people know at the moment. So in the advice position and how people see you, we've got the Hanged Man. So this is a time of taking time out and hanging in the balance here, trying to be enlightened of the path forward, what is the right decision to make before you can actually put that into motion and get going. So, you know, what I don't like about the Hanged Man is that it's a period of stagnation, and it's better to be moving forward, taking action, doing something about the problem, instead of standing around waiting. And I believe that you may be waiting on information, and that's why there is something unknown to you, okay, that you are probably waiting on before you can move forward, probably before you can actually travel. As I said, this is the World card. It's all about travel and international matters, and Sagittarius is all about international, foreigners, business with foreigners, interactions with foreign people and foreign places. Okay, but that's the environment position. I will be taking another card on that. Now, your hopes and fears is the Sun, and the Sun is the card of Leo. So you are hoping, obviously, for clarity. In this case, clarity on a bond. As we can see in the Morgan-Greer tarot, there are two people who are very close. They have a deep understanding. And also the Sun card does speak about children as well. Children, creativity. It's the fifth house, all about romance, true love. Okay, so that's what you're hoping for. Maybe clarity, maybe moving to a sunny place, somewhere where it's a warmer climate. Now the outcome card is the Page of Cups. And this is an offer of love coming out of the blue, because we've got the fish here, which shows something happens quickly. Something unexpected, right? And we did have the Tower card fall out as I was shuffling. So there is, you know, an offer coming forth here. Now this is a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. It's a watery, okay? It's a watery energy. But the archetype is, you know, it's all about emotions, because we've got it's the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is someone who is very in tune with their emotions, because cups are all about emotions, right? So there is an offer coming here, which is unexpected. And we've also got the Ace of Rods, which is a new beginning. Again, wands are all about spontaneity, quick, new beginning here. Something that could be very creative, something that is very, very quick, okay, because the aces, they're like, you know, to me, the Ace of Wands looks like a rocket usually, you know, something that's going to take off quickly. And there is growth on this. So something, there is a potential here, a potential new start, okay? And this is a love reading, even though, yes, it's a card of creativity, but when we use our creativity and we're spontaneous, we can have new beginnings like these. So I feel as though when this offer comes in, there is going to be a new beginning quickly with the Ace of Rods. And with the Nine of Rods here, it says that there is almost a completion. And it says that you've been through the ringer. It's been hard, yes, but you are still standing. Now, you may be a little bit, on the defensive side. You've been through, as I said, a few things, but the advice here is to let your guard down, because if we look at these two cards together, these are the Ten of Wands, and yes, it's been a burden, but it's beginning. You're at the end, so ends bring on new beginnings, and that's what the eclipses are all about. So it looks as though there will be a new beginning here, and a wish granted with the Nine of Cups. I love that card. So Nine of Cups is a lot of emotional abundance, a lot of happiness here. So it seems to me as though you're holding your cards close to your chest. Maybe you have been made an offer from this Knight of Rods to move to a different place, to a sunny place, and you're not letting the world know yet, as of yet. Now, spiritually, you have taken a leap of faith with the Fool, and now it's just a matter of probably you're being challenged to take the offer and start anew. Let me look at the World card. Okay, I've got the Two of Pentacles. Oops, I'm throwing the cards at you, Libra. So I've got the Two of Pentacles, which says to me that you are juggling. Okay, you've got two things. Now, either there are two offers, two things you can choose from, or you've already made up your mind, or you will be making your mind that you'll be taking on this offer, and there is a lot to be done. Okay, so it's a juggling act. Let me look at the High Priestess. What does she know that we don't? Now, for most of you, as I said, it's going to be a fire sign, and it's more than likely Sagittarius. Now, there's procrastination here with the Hanged Man. And I would say that that's the case. Maybe there has been miscommunication or a lack of communication. We are in the shadow period of Mercury, okay? And maybe that's why there is time out. And you may be moving after Mercury moves forward, after the 9th of September. Okay, the High Priestess, please. Okay, so we've got messages, or the arrows of Cupid, messages through the internet. Okay, so news is coming in that there will be travel, flight travel, or that the energies are starting to move. Everything's starting to shift, and it's moving quickly, whatever the case. I was just shuffling as the Three of Swords opened up. Now, the Three of Swords could mean that there is already a distance between you and there is heartache, so you are suffering. It's as though you're being suffocated, but don't worry. And if there is a problem, if you're worrying about leaving family behind or whatever the case, you have to look at what is important for you, okay? And that is because the North Node is in Leo, and that is looking at what your heart desires and moving towards that. Let me take a card on the Page of Cups. Okay, so it's a Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands, remember how I said you're almost at the Ten of Wands? There is the Ten of Wands, and it has been a burden, but you are at the end, okay? So the Ten of Wands says that you're almost at your goal, so it's not long now. Let me take a card on the Four of Cups in the now position with the Knight of Rods. Okay, we've got the King of Swords here. Now, the King of Swords is someone who is, this could be a lawyer. It's someone who's very intellectual. This is a very sort of a fair person. Maybe this is someone in your life. Maybe this could be a father. This could be someone that you are being advised by. This could be someone from, you know, in relation to work, someone who is very important, who has made the offer to this Knight of Wands. Okay, so as I said, it's a fair offer. So the King of Swords, again, this could be your energy because it is an air sign. Now you are Libra. It could also be an Aquarian, or it could be a Gemini. But whatever the case, it says that you are going to be mature enough to be able to stand up for what you believe, because the King of Swords is someone who uses their intellect more than what their heart says. So this is someone who puts the pieces all together, the jigsaw puzzle. He works things out in relation to, you know, if things add up or if they don't. If they don't, then he cuts through the sword. But I feel as though here some of you may be being advised by someone who is quite, you know, older than you, someone who is more experienced, and someone who's going to give you the facts and the figures, right? And it's going to help you with a decision of accepting the offer, because the offer is a challenge here. Now, maybe because the offer is not good enough, maybe this King of Swords is coming in and making a better offer, okay? Because the King of Swords is someone who is fair, someone who is just. Now, some of you may be in the legal department, okay? And this could be your partner's energy as well, someone who's going to take on the energies of the King of Swords. And there is the Tower again. Okay, so whatever hasn't been working for you is going to be rebuilt. Okay, so something quick is going to happen, something suddenly. Something sudden, and this Tower has got to do with Uranus. And Uranus is retrograde as of a few days now. I think that the King of Swords here and the Tower says that a revelation will come to you, and you're going to be taking on the energies of the King of Swords. Before, you were showing up as the Page of Swords. Okay, that was a much more youthful energy. Page, my computer stopped. As I was saying, pages are all about, you know, turning the page, speaking their truth, yes, but it's youthful energy. It's like, you know, turning a page and doing something in a different way, something new, changing something, okay? So I think that you're going to have to, with the Tower, There will be a revelation. It could be a sudden insight that says to you that you are going to take on the energies of the King of Swords and be much more mature and know what is necessary for you to do. Okay, I'm going to take one card on the Hanged Man. And we've got Judgment. This is the card of Pluto. Okay, and there is going to be a rebirth here. Whatever is not working for you is going to be reborn. Okay, we are beginning again, rising up from our ashes, and this is a very, very strong card. Now in other decks, it's the Karma card. So whatever is hindering you at the moment, okay, will be coming down. The foundations are going to be rebuilt. There's going to be a new beginning with the Judgment card, and the eclipses are very prominent here. Okay, on or around the eclipses, or even with the energy of the eclipses, which will be lasting for a while after they actually happen. Now, let me take the Sibillas on the Tower. For the singles, again, it's a fire sign. It's a fire sign. Now, the King of Swords, this air sign, could be a parent, which is a, it could be an Aquarius, or it could be a Gemini. I would say it's an Aquarian person here. Or as I said again, this could be your energy. So some of you may be a little bit more mature, a little bit older than your partner. Let me look at these 8 of Rods going through the air in the near future. First, I'll look at that, and then I will look at the Tower. So we've got Sospiri, which is the 3 of Wands, hoping and wishing for your ships to come in. Amalato, which is the ill person, someone who has got low morale, they're not very well. And Speranza, there is hope though there. So whatever secrets you have, whatever information you don't know about, in other cases, is really bringing you down. And this waiting is just killing you. It really is. But there is hope that the messages are coming in, the news is coming in, and the energy of movement is coming in quickly. And I know what it's like to be waiting, That's why I said I hate the energy of the Hanged Man. It's always in our lives, wait for this, wait for that, wait for this, wait for that. And the Tower with this King of Swords, the Knight of Rods, and the 4 of Cups. Falsità, deception, or distrust. Domestico, this is the butler, this is the right-hand man, this is the confidant. Sometimes they say that this person works on his behalf, and works beneath the surface. He's not 100% trustworthy, this person. But the butler is someone there who is at your service. Someone is very close to your home. Someone who is there at your beck and call. And then we've got La Matrice, the lady lover, the woman lover. So from what I see here, and because we've got the High Priestess in the near future, There is a lack of trust in the situation here because of the falsita. There is not 100% trust. There are trust issues here. And the trust issues may be coming from someone who is around your home, someone that does not know as much as what you know. And maybe that's why there is a problem. There's a bit of a problem here with the King of Swords, and we've got the Page of Swords here, right? So hopefully there will be clarity with the King of Swords. Thank goodness we've got the King of Swords, because the King of Swords usually is someone who speaks their mind, right? So I'm hoping that the King of Swords is someone who is coming from a place of truth. So the sudden revelations with the Tower are going to bring in information which is going to enlighten the situation here with the falsita. So there will be more trust with the La Matrice. So maybe the lack of trust is the person that is on the outside, not in the home. Okay? There are many ways that you can actually read the Sibillas. Many ways. And maybe this situation just says that you're just going to have to trust someone who is close to you, because there is a lot of love there. And it's, look at the jewel that the woman is holding. It is something precious here. There is something precious happening here. That was a bit of a mix-up there. I'm going to look at this offer, and I just had a card that flipped open, which is Namika. This is the female enemy. Whatever the case, it's something that is negative. And maybe it's talking about the burden of waiting for this offer to come in. That could be the case. Let me see what else. Then we've got jealousy. So maybe there is someone in your midst. Maybe there is a female friend or someone who is jealous of the situation that is happening with you, the offer that is coming for you. Maybe that's why you are holding your, holding your cards close to your chest with the High Priestess. That could be the case. Or maybe you're feeling jealous because there is a distance and you are feeling uncertain about your partner if they are at a distance and if they travel. And then we've got conversazione, which is pleasant conversations around a table. It could be with family, friends, work. So there is a lack of trust within these conversations. I'm going to take one more card here. So if there has been jealousy and lack of trust, there will be pleasant conversations. So that's why you've got the Ten of Rods, which was a burden. And then we've got Fidelta. So it says to you, get over your trust issues. Get over it, Libra. Okay? So this is someone who is very loyal. Your partner is very loyal. There is nothing to worry about. And obviously you are loyal. So there's nothing to worry about. Stay positive. Okay, I'm going to also take, did I mention for the singles? Yes, I did. I mentioned for the singles that it's going to be a fire sign more than likely. But we've got the Page of Cups here. So for some of you, they could have water, it could have Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces as their moon or their rising sign. Yeah, and also for many of you, it's going to be a Leo because we've got the card of Leo here. So I dropped one card. I'll keep shuffling. If it's a water sign, it's more than likely going to be a Scorpio because we've got the Judgment card here. This is the card of Pluto, and Pluto rules Scorpio. So please give me the message with the Lenormand cards for Libra for the month of August 2017. Thank you. Okay, we've got the birds here. So there is news coming in. Okay. So the news is coming in that the sun is going to shine. That is a beautiful card. Also, the previous sign, was it Virgo? Virgo got the sun as well. And then we've got the staff. Okay, so confliction. This is arguments as well. Okay, differences in opinion. So there may be some disagreements, and not necessarily with your partner, but it could be, you know, in relation to, as I said, it could be friends or it could be family. People that there is some jealousy. There could be jealousy around you, so take care with that. Okay, dear Libra? All right. Thank you so much for taking the time out to watch the video. I do wish you all the best. Have a wonderful month of August. Do take care of yourselves, and I will be back as soon as I can. My love to all of you. Bye-bye.